In this video, we will consider some signs that indicates a lady should reconsider her intentions to marry a man, using illustrations. When you notice any of these, it is an indication to have a rethink about your marriage plans, because it may become a problem in the future. Today's dinner is so special because it marks the beginning of our journey. Now that we're set to get married, we should discuss the issues that could possibly impact on our marriage.
And what could that be?
We can begin with the job offer you got recently. It may seem attractive, but I'm not satisfied with you taking it. I want you to forego that opportunity. Besides, when we get married, and I finally get the gig I've been waiting for, we might leave this city, and you'll leave the job behind.
What? Do you know how long I waited, and how many times I tried to get this job? Why should I reject a job that I desperately need? My family and friends have congratulated me already.
It doesn't matter. My happiness and satisfaction should be your utmost priority from now on.
This is difficult. I'll need some time to think about it. It's not just about me, but my parents too. If I must reject it, then I have to inform them ahead of time.
Why? Are they more important than me? I will soon become your husband. Let that sink into your mind. And as your husband, I'll always come first. Which means that in every situation, or whenever you're making any decision, my opinion is superior to every other person's opinion, irrespective of who they are.
This is my parents we are talking about. They deserve to be respected.
I respect them, after all, they're my future in-laws. But that doesn't change the fact that my opinion is superior. So, it's final, you will reject the offer.
Selena, I do not get it. You've always wanted this job, now that you have it, you're rejecting it. Why? If you didn't want it anymore, why didn't you say that earlier on? Your father and I did our best in supporting you, until you finally got what you wanted. If you must reject it, then there has to be an explanation. I made the decision in the best interest of my future with Collins. Since we're set to get married, I do not see the need to start up a new job. We may not be here for long after our marriage. I'll stay back at the company where I'm currently working. I'm not happy about this. And I'm certain your father will feel the same. Your reason is not valid, therefore, I'll not accept your rejection. I need to go home and rest. Please inform my father when he returns home.
Sign number 1. He attempts to stop you from pursuing your dreams, or chasing your goals. When a man ignores what you aspire to be, and discourages you from attaining more success for selfish reasons, you should reconsider your plans to marry him. The right person will encourage you, and help to build you up, and not tear you down. He'll be happy to see you succeed, and become the best version of yourself.
Collins.
What are you doing here? I didn't know you visit this cafeteria also.
I do. This is a big town. I can go to any cafeteria I want. My supposed colleagues from the job you asked me to reject are inside. They invited me over for lunch, and you know why I will no longer become a part of their team.
How do you know them when you've not started working there?
They've been my friends from school, we go way back.
You're aware that I don't like that, right? When you begin to discuss and spend time with them, they'll get into your head and convince you to accept the offer. You have to stay away from them. They're not good for you.
They've been my friends for many years. I cannot dissociate from them just like that.
You must do that. I've heard stories of how friends broke their fellow friends' marriage and home. I do not want to have such experience too. Stop talking to them, and when you get back, block and delete their numbers from your phone. That's the quickest way to get rid of that friendship. How about your parents? Have you informed them about the job?
Yes, I did. But they were not happy about that. In fact, they've refused to accept it. My father has been calling me to come home.
Why? There's nothing more to deliberate on. If you ask me, I think you should stop answering their calls. After all, you live on your own. You don't need anything from them. The disturbance is unnecessary.
I've heard you. Can I go now?
Later today, I'll visit you. Please cook something nice for me.
Sign number 2. He attempts to take total control of your life. You're restricted from making reasonable decisions, or choices that will impact you positively. He may also try to sever the relationship you have with people, including family and friends. Such a person will frustrate you in marriage. You will be forced into loneliness as a result of his actions. The right person will accept the people that matter to you, and try to know them also.
Yes! Goal!
It's a goal.
Collins, you were still here?
Where was I supposed to be?
You came to pay a visit since 2 days ago. When will you go back to your house? I need my space and privacy.
Are you driving your fiancé out of your house? Is it because I decided to keep you company since you have a lot of room?
No. I don't need that type of company. I'd prefer you go back to your house. I don't appreciate you moving into my home. Besides, you haven't gone to work or anywhere else for the past 2 days. You've been here watching the television, eating, scrolling mindlessly online, and littering the whole place. Don't you have other things to do?
I work from wherever I am. As an intending musician, I don't need to go anywhere to record my songs.
Musician? Since when did you become a musician?
I have different really big dreams. I hope to become the biggest music star, and after that, I'll use the money from the music to establish a company where I'll build cars. Then we'll be one of the richest people in the country.
The last time we talked about this, you said you'd start your own restaurant, which is relevant to what you studied in school, as a food and nutritionist. What changed? And how can you be a musician without practice? Or build cars without the required knowledge? You do not have any plans on how to execute any of these. How can you achieve it? Is it by watching the television and fantasizing?
You don't believe that I can achieve any of these, right? It'll shock you when I begin to crush these goals and sign up with the biggest record labels. The songs I'll sing are in my head. I'll present it anywhere and anytime it's needed. Also, the model of cars I'll build are in my imaginations. They're evergreen in my mind, which is where it'll be safe, so that no one can steal it from me. Having a restaurant is tasking, so I've taken that option out of my list.
Sign number 3. He is visionless. He doesn't know where he's going, what his life is about, or what he intends to achieve. There is no clear plan on how to go about his dreams. Instead, he keeps talking about very big and unrealistic expectations. Such a person may never do anything meaningful with his life. He may continue to fantasize about everything.
So when are you leaving?
I'll need some time. My rent is expired, and I don't have anywhere else to go for now. My landlord locked my apartment and went away with the key. He gave me 1 week before he threw out my belongings.
But sitting here all day will not solve the problem. You need to work and earn some money, so that you'll pay the rent. What's your plan?
That's why I was waiting for you to return. I want you to lend me some money, and in a few days, I'll double or triple it, and return your money to you. There's a game I want to bet on. I'm certain it'll yield so much more than I'll put into it.
Betting? Why not get up and do actual and legitimate work that will pay you? I thought you were hardworking. How did you make all the money you were spending earlier?
Just because I am asking you for money, doesn't mean you are qualified to advise me. What do you know? You may have more money than me now, but I'm older and wiser. Most importantly, I do not take advice from women, or a younger person. That's just the way I am, and you can't change it. Give me the money, or let me be.
You're always taking from me, but you've never given me anything, not to talk about paying back.
I promise to pay back this time, please.
Sign number 4 and 5. He is unteachable, and does not provide. A man who is above correction is not a wise man, and will soon fall into error. Proverbs 26, 12 puts it this way. Do you see a man who is unteachable and wise in his own eyes and full of self-conceit? There is more hope for a fool than for him. Also, if he does not provide now, he will most likely remain the same after marriage. John 3:16, For God so loved the world, that he gave his only begotten Son. Here is the foremost character of the person that loves. He gives. It's not a function of how much, but the willingness to do so.
Since you've driven me away from your house, I'm going to look for a friend that can accommodate me until I get my rent.
I have one request to make.
What is it?
I informed my pastor about you, so he asked that we come to his office to see, and so that he can pray for us. Can we go tomorrow?
Do I look like a church boy to you? I don't have the time for that. Why should I meet him to pray for me? I don't need his prayers, or that of anyone. In fact, I was going to say this later after we're married, but I'll say it now. I dislike the way you're always going to the church for one program or the other. How will you have time to take care of our home? And you're too churchy for my liking. I want to take you to parties to meet my friends. But your churchy lifestyle is not attractive to me.
Selena. I've been meaning to ask. What happened? You've been looking sad for several weeks now, since your engagement. What's the problem? I think I'm making a huge mistake, but it seems it's too late to be corrected. No, it's not too late to make amends. It is more dangerous to continue on the wrong path. Speed is a disadvantage when you are going in the wrong direction, because the faster you go, the farther you deviate from the right path. So, I'll advise you to do the right thing, now that you're unmarried. If you've waited this long, then make it worthwhile. Don't make any decisions you'll regret. If you've seen any signs that makes you think he's the wrong choice, then redirect your steps. Thank you. I know what to do now. Collins. After so much consideration, I've come to the conclusion that we cannot be together. Our values are different, and for many more reasons, we have to go our separate ways.
What?
That's the best thing to do.
Selena took the offer, and lived unhappily, until the right person came along. Last, but certainly, not the least, is a man who does not fear God. This is considered the most important of them all. Proverbs 9:10 says, The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. Psalm 31:19, How abundant are the good things that you have stored up for those who fear you, that you bestow in the sight of all, on those who take refuge in you. Those who fear the Lord will always have good things in abundance. That is a promise. Choose wisely. Please subscribe to our channel and turn on your notification to be informed whenever we upload a new video. Also like and comment on this video. Thanks for watching. We're grateful for your constant support. See you in the next one. God bless you.